Welcome to this training video for Table 1 of the year-end statistical reports for the United Methodist Church. This is the website that we're going to use. It is the official statistical input website. You'll log in using your username, which is 321 plus the 5-digit church number, and your password, which hopefully you changed and personalized when you first logged in. And once you have logged in by using your username and password, you'll come to the home page where you will choose a table. From the menu, choose Add Edit Tables to select a table and begin entering your information. You'll see the 3 tables show up there on the right-hand side. We're going to click on Table 1. This is Table 1. Before we fill anything out on Table 1, I want to answer this important question, and that is, why do we have to do all this counting in the first place? Excellent question. From the very beginning, in the earliest days of the people called Methodist, in the days of John Wesley, we were founded on the idea of accountability, which means that if I say I'm going to do something for God, I need somebody to come back and make sure that I've done what I said I'm going to do and hold me accountable. That's how we make progress in our spiritual life and in our ministries. As the United Methodist Church, we say that our ministry, our mission is to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. How do we know from year to year whether we've made a single disciple at all? How do we know if the world is actually changing because of anything that we are doing? Now, these statistics that we're asking you for may not be the most perfect way to determine that, and I realize that ministry is more than just numbers. But it's the best tool we have right now to hold us accountable that we are making progress on the mission field. And as we explain these different tables, we're going to look at it through the perspective of reaching our mission field for Jesus Christ. All right, remember to print a blank form and fill it out as a worksheet on paper before you start putting this stuff in. And remember those little question marks on the right-hand side of the columns. If you need more information about what these are, just click them, and they'll explain it a little further. Table 1 has to do with membership and ministries with people. Items 1 through 9 can be found on Charge Conference Form number 2, which is the report on membership. Items 9A to 9I are tracked by the general church to determine how diverse our ministries are in an increasingly diverse culture. I sometimes have people who object to that, say that we shouldn't put so much attention towards race and ethnicity and gender, but there really is a mission field reason for this. Right now, the culture that we serve is changing rapidly. There are all different kinds of people around us, from different countries, different backgrounds, different races, different genders. If our churches don't reflect a little bit of that diversity, then that can only mean one thing. That means that either there's no diversity in our community, and frankly, some of our communities that's true, or it means that we're not reaching the full segment of our community. This is about reaching our mission field, so please provide this information to the best of your ability. Items 10 through 14 can be found in the local church membership records. Items 15 through 19 are looking for spiritual formation groups for different age levels. Just like we want to know how we're doing through the different diverse kinds of people in our culture, we also want to know, are we reaching all of the age levels that are represented in our community? So a spiritual formation group is any group that meets for the sole purpose of growing as a Christian disciple, like Bible study or Christian gifts, spiritual gifts classes. And 15 through 19 are looking for the number of children in these kinds of groups, youth in these kinds of groups, and so on. Number 20 simply wants to know how many people total are in your weekly average attendance for Sunday school. 21 is covenant discipleship groups. These are different than Bible studies or Sunday schools. These are groups that meet for mutual accountability to support each other in the Christian walk, growing together as servants and disciples into greater maturity, which means that their whole purpose is to talk with one another to help each other grow stronger in their faith in Jesus Christ. If you want to know more about covenant discipleship groups, we may also call them cell groups, or small groups or accountability groups, you can check General Board of Discipleship, GBOD, their website, for more information. Number 22 wants to know how many participants you had in your vacation Bible school, and that counts adult volunteers and teenage volunteers as well as the kids. 23 is the number of Sunday church school classes. These would be their regular ongoing classes on Sunday morning. Count the number of classes, not participants. Number 24 is the ongoing number of midweek classes, Bible studies, stewardship classes, Christian parenting, whatever. We want to know whether you are offering things to help people grow in their faith to be disciples of Jesus Christ other than on Sunday morning. That helps make disciples. Count the number of classes here, not participants. That comes later. Number 25 is the number of short-term classes. As the name implies, these are things that might only last for a couple of weeks. Might be a special Advent study or a special 4-week Lenten study or whatever. It's a class that starts, runs for a while, and then ends. 26 through 29 has to do with United Methodist men and United Methodist women. While many churches have men's and women's groups, this is looking for officially chartered United Methodist men's groups and United Methodist women's groups. If your men's and women's groups aren't connected with the official United Methodist women's and men's group, call your district office, and a representative from these two ministries from your district will be glad to stop in. Number 26 wants to know how many men are in United Methodist men's groups in your church. Number 27 is the amount that they've paid for official projects of their groups. 28 is looking for the same, the number of United Methodist women, and 29, the amount paid for their projects. Number 30 and 31 have to do with hands-on mission teams, but of different kinds. 30A has to do with VIM, or Volunteers in Mission Teams. These is an official chartered ministry of the United Methodist Church. We want to know in 30A how many VIM teams came out of your church. 30B is the number of persons from your church that were sent out on VM teams. Doesn't matter if it's your church team, a district team, a conference team, whichever. 31A would be any other kinds of mission teams sent out from your church, given birth by your church. They're just not chartered through VIM. 31B would be the numbers of persons that were sent out on other kinds of mission teams. Number 32, daycare and education ministries. Some churches have preschools, daycare, after-school programs, or English as second language. You record these on number 32, and number 33 would be the number of persons served by these kinds of ministries. Number 34, community ministries for outreach, justice, or mercy. These are ministries that connect with new people, serve the needs of others, and advocate for the rights of others. This could be anything from feeding the hungry, witness to the unchurched, speaking out against causes of poverty or violence or bullying in your community, or it could be advocating for public policy. There's nothing wrong with the church having a conversation with its elected officials and asking for changes to be made that you feel are in harmony with the Word of God. The church is intended to be a conscience for its society. Number 35 is hard to count, but it's the number of persons served by these kinds of ministries. We track these because, like the VIM and the mission teams, these are also ways to see how are we transforming the world as disciples of Jesus Christ. When you're done, make sure you hit the save button. Otherwise you'll lose everything that you just put in. This saves your information, but it does not submit it. That's a quick run through of everything you need to know on Table 1. We'll be doing another one on Table 2 and 3. Thanks for watching.